For some reason.
Hello, everyone. This Google Hangout is live, it says. Just waiting to make sure that it's live. Hi, I'm Missy Woodward. I'm the Director of Development for Stray Cat Alliance. And on this great Hangout tonight, I have with me Avery Shevin, who is the Director of Operations, who's going to talk to you a lot about Operation Kern 100, and Christine Metropole, our Executive Director. And just a few housekeeping rules. If you're watching this via the YouTube page, I believe there's an annotation there somewhere where you can click on and go to the event, the Google Plus event page. That allows you to be able to ask questions. I do have the Q&A up, so you could be able to ask questions along the way. And then if you are already on the Google Plus events page, you'll be able to do that. And if for any reason you're not able to do that, I'm going to go back and forth and look at our Facebook page. The latest post was about this Google Hangout, and I'll look to see in the comments if you have any questions. So from there, we will be able to try to answer any questions you may have. We're still newbies at doing these Google Hangouts on air, so please be a little patient with us. So go ahead, Christy, you can start the evening.
I wanted to say hi to everybody and thank you, whoever is out there, and want you to know how grateful we are to our volunteers and our supporters, because we could not do the work we do without you. It literally wouldn't happen. And so we wanted to do this to inform you and sort of let you see a little bit of the back end of what goes on in an organization like ours and the tireless effort of volunteers and staff to get something like Operation Kern 100. It's actually more than 100 cats, and it's more than it even seems, although it seems like a lot, and maybe understand a little bit about the history and a little bit about the infrastructure that it takes to have to save this many lives. It's a lot of work. It's very hard. It's working with the shelter. Kern has been very cooperative in helping us, holding the cats in a special room for a little bit longer than they normally would have. We became aware of the situation because two of our microchips were chipped. About 10 years ago, we used to give away microchips, and we were not exactly sure the history of these two cats, but we were alerted, and of course we take back all of our cats, no matter what age. We stand by our cats and dogs for life. And I personally felt so badly taking these two and leaving the rest. And so worked with the shelter, I spoke to the officers, I found out what was happening, and we embarked on this project. And an incredible volunteer named Will York, just stepped up to drive up there many times, and he brought in people in our Facebook community, and our volunteers, and people are donating. And it takes the infrastructure of a professional organization like Stray Cat Alliance that does have full-time staff. It wouldn't be able to happen without that, and we thank you for that. And having that infrastructure, what was it, Avery, in 1 week we got 67 cats out of the shelter?
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
40, got 67. In how long? 47 in 4 days.
In 4 days.
And then another 20 within 2 weeks. So 67 total.
Right. And you can't do that without a professional organization, and that's what we are. And we can move those numbers and do that kind of stuff because we have an amazing staff who also can network with our amazing donors and volunteers. So I wanted you to understand that, because sometimes it's confusing. And why did we, partake and embark on this very large undertaking? I thought it was important. In the Los Angeles area, most of the city shelters and in Long Beach, they're empty. There aren't really cats to rescue. There are in the county shelters. That's a whole other world. And I'm pretty sure that the Kern County shelter probably doesn't get a lot of support when there's a big seizure like this. And isn't it nice to work in tandem with a shelter where you're both saving lives and giving and taking and wheeling and dealing, and give us some more time and we'll take a few more? And I think those relationships are paramount for us becoming no-kill, is working together to save lives, and they were willing to step up. And we don't know them very well, but so far it's been a really great relationship. So I wanted to give that little update. There's still, how many, Avery? 34 cats at the shelter?
Yes, 34 left.
So there's still 34 left that we have until March 25th to get out, or they will be killed. And I say killed, I don't say euthanized. They will be killed, and we do not want that to happen. So we're hoping that more people can step up, that more people can foster and network and even hold cats temporarily so we don't have to incur boarding fees, which can kill us when we're, even if we're paying $10 a day, that adds up. That's $300 a month for one cat. We have lots of dentals to get these cats. So a lot of work is to be done, and a lot of work has been done, and we're just really grateful. So, do you want to show the video now?
Christy,
Yeah.
right now, what I'd like to do, just waiting for more people as they're coming on board, as the numbers are increasing, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what it takes to get others engaged in something like this for other communities that maybe there's 10 cats from a hoarding situation or something like that. Tell people a little bit about what needs to happen if they're not large scale like Stray Cat Alliance, but that still can be done.
I think that people really step up when the rescue you're doing has a name. It's very definable, Operation Kern 100. When it's a finite amount of animals, it doesn't feel like it's going to go on forever. There's an amount, Operation Kern 100. And when people feel like it's not going to be forever, so there's an out. And I think people really step up. Of course, adopters are keeping them for life, and that's the best. But really mobilizing people around something, and it really is marketing and social media and, you know, telling people that it's possible to do this. But it's possible to do this when you're on a team, and you can save so many lives. And if you look, and you'll see some pictures of a lot of the cats we've rescued, and you'll see the ones that are still at the Kern shelter, and you know, look into their eyes, and each one of those cats matters. Each one of their lives, they were born on this planet, and they grew up, and they were probably owned by someone, and they have their whole life experience that each one brings to who they are. They're individuals. They're not just cats. Now, a lot of them have been labeled, the F word, feral, and my philosophy in my 15 years plus of doing that, of this work, is that a lot of cats are labeled feral in shelters and other places, mostly shelters. It makes it easy to kill them. It's like, I can't do anything. What am I going to do with a feral cat? And so it makes the people in charge feel less badly if they kill a feral cat because they feel backed into a corner. Well, I don't think it's okay to kill a feral cat no matter what, but I also know that most of these cats, and in most of these situations, they're not unsocial, they're just scared, and they don't know how to break through the terror. It's just like if you were thrown into a hospital and you didn't know anyone, you didn't know why you were there, and you were behind bars, and you would be terrified too. You were in jail, and people were poking and prodding you. And so I hope that we can have a lot of compassion for the shy ones, and a lot of thinking outside the trap or the cage about how to save their lives.
Great. Now, tell people that are watching a little bit more about how advocacy works. How do you get in with that shelter and make them feel comfortable and make them feel not threatened and make them not the bad guy?
Right, they're not.
But continue to work with them. Share that a little bit.
Right, so we are definitely a no-kill organization, and we do not apologize for that. We do not believe it's ever okay to kill animals in shelters. It's okay to euthanize when it's for the benefit of the animal. They're truly, truly suffering. But with Kern, we didn't know them, and we just started reaching out and talking to them and saying, hey, we're going to get these two, but we want to get the rest, and will you give us time? And we held our end of the bargain up, and they saw that we continually held our end of the bargain up. We didn't get into drama. We just were very matter of fact. And because I believe that we behaved in a professional manner and we did what we said we would do, they are working with us. And that is awesome. That's how we're saving lives. We couldn't do it without them.
Great. What I'd like to do, again, if there are people on the line that want to ask questions, go ahead and you can, if possible, if you're on the events page, you can put in a question into the Q&A. If you are on the on the YouTube page, you can go to, I think there's an annotation down at the bottom, and you click on it and it takes you to the event page. Otherwise, I'm watching on my cell phone on Facebook the latest post that was about this event tonight. Just go down and make a comment. Here is my question, and I'll grab that. So what I'm going to do now is take it over to Avery so she can go ahead, as the numbers of people are coming on board, to go ahead and talk about your experience with what's happened so far, what it was like for you getting engaged from the very beginning of this, and then the cats that we currently have. I think you have a video, and then also pictures of the cats that are still left, and share that with everyone, please.
Well, the shelter initially said that the majority of the cats were feral. And, you know, when we first got the first group of 29, you know, we were kind of prepared that we were pulling 29 cats that were going to be very difficult to place. And as we got to meet each cat, none of them were feral. They were all, you know, some were shy, some were scared. I would say that every single cat, even the ones the vets were calling fractious or feral, are all doing really well in foster homes. And it's really, you know, it really made me look at these cats so much differently, and had to reevaluate where they're going. None of these cats have ever been outdoors before. They've all been indoors. And so, you know, gratefully, there's been people, you know, contacting us from all of the West Coast, Oregon, Northern California, Washington, Arizona, offering to take some of the more difficult cats. You know, that they have safe enclosures and homes that these cats are welcome in. It's very stressful. We do have a lot of cats that still need fosters. We currently have about 13 that are being boarded at our vet right now. Because there's 34 left, that means we have less than 2 weeks to go get 34 cats. And our limitation is that we don't have a place to put these cats. The only place we have are our vets, and we're limited to 2 vets right now because of the, you know, generous low cost they're giving us, but it's still adding up. We can only put 10 cats at each vet. So we're hoping to get 17 cats this week, but that means we have to find fosters for 17 new cats plus the 13 cats that we still have, and then try to make room for the 17 more next week. So we've been asking for the last, since it started, you know, for fosters, and we need fosters now more than ever. You know, even if it's just temporary, just to get through the next 2 weeks or week and a half. Even if you have a bedroom, we can put 3 in for 2 or 3 weeks just to get them out of the shelter so we can reevaluate what we're doing. So this one cat I wanted to, let's see, I wanted to show just a couple pictures. Well, I guess, should I show the video really quick? Or
Yeah,
just maybe some...
Yeah, go ahead and show the cats that are right now in need of immediate foster, so we can pull those out and immediately go get some more.
Right, okay. So here's a video that I'm going to play that I went over. Let's see, how do I start this video? That would be nice. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. The video is coming. Okay. Is it on my screen?
It's not right now. You can try again. I think
Hold
you
on one second. Okay, now we got it. Yes?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the volume down. So this first cat is Dorian, and he was deemed feral, and he was extremely fractious when we first rescued him. And today, look at him. He's very sweet, and he's just a little scared and a little shy, but he'll do really well in a home, somebody with patience. This is Adam. He is very scared, and he's a little bit fractious. This is Natasha. She is ready to go. This girl is a love. Look at her. I mean, she does not, there's no amount of attention that's enough for this girl. And I was really glad that I got to meet her today because it'll really be helpful in placing her. This is another hard cat to place. He's scared. Can you see him? He's saying hello. He's saying hello, and I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit. This is Cupid. That's Cupid. Yeah. This is probably one of our toughest cases. Poor little Cupid. But they're terrified. Like what Christy was saying, they don't know what we want with them. This is Tanya. Very sweet. I woke her up. She was sleeping in her little nook there. Super sweet girl. I have photos of everybody. And this next girl, here she comes. There's Cupid again. This is Wendy. Wendy is about 2 years old. She is missing a back paw.
Oh.
The eye doctor saw her and said she can actually see out of that one eye.
Oh,
and
wow.
yes, it looks way worse than it is. So anyway, this is an overview of the cats that we currently need fosters for, and there's a few more at our other vet as well.
So these cats, let's just give a little shout out to Hancock Park and Culver Pond, because they're just the most awesome veterinary hospitals who bend over backwards for us, and we love them.
Yes.
Hancock Park, right, Avery?
Hancock Park and Culver Palms in Culver City. I also wanted to show you, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, this is Joey. You see his two different color eyes?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he is absolutely a sweetheart. He's a little bit shy. This was the only picture we could get of him looking up so you could see those beautiful eyes. But he's at our other vet, Culver Palms, who is just also Culver Palms and Hancock Park, and they are just, I don't know what we would do without them. They're making this possible. They're examining all these cats. They're giving them medical care, giving them attention, and working with them and doing their best to give us a low price, even though the medical cats are still really costing a lot for us. And then this here, I also wanted to show, is Frida. Frida, can you see Frida?
Just,
no?
She's just coming up. Let's see.
And also, Avery, can we get to the cats that are still in the shelter in case we want to time for questions?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This is the last.
We have time.
This is. Can you see Frida?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, let me share with you Frida. There it is.
Oh, look at her.
Oh.
Okay, Frida is a very special girl. She is extremely sweet. She's about 6 or 7, and she was just loving the affection, but she's alone in a kennel. She really needs love. She's a little depressed, and I'm really anxious to find her a foster or a forever home. She's absolutely adorable. But let's go to the cats that are still in the shelter.
And I just wanted to add something on what you said about veterinarians. I think for people around the country, if they are attempting to do any kind of rescues like this or anything, it's really great to have incredible relationships, build relationships all the time with veterinarians who care about cats and don't judge them for a specific temperament and don't prejudge them, even if they've come from a hoarding case and one person may say they're a certain way. So I think it's a great testament to both these veterinarian clinics that they don't judge the animals by what they've been through. They're open to them having a new life. So thanks to all of those that have done that.
Give me a minute, Missy.
Sure.
Cats in the shelter. I'm going to do it a little bit differently so I can do it.
Maybe we can take some questions, Missy.
Yeah. Let me see if we have any questions. I don't see any questions here. I've been looking on Facebook.
Do we have hands raised for people who want to take?
Exactly. But you know, I know a lot of people are wondering how they can help, and some of the ways that they can help, of course, we're looking for people to share our information. We'll have this Google Hangout. We'd love for you to share this Google Hangout with other people that lets them know about the Kern case and what's going on. People, we'd love for them to foster and adopt, and if they can financially support us. And we just really want to give a big thank you to everyone who has made donations, people who have volunteered, given up their time, effort, people who have shared our posts, people who have just gone the miles, like Will, for instance, literally the miles. And those transporters going from the vets to different houses here in LA and all around. Also, our partners in rescue that have helped. Christy, you may want to name off some of the people that have been so helpful in this.
At the beginning, I know Sandra Harrison and Kitten Rescue stepped up for a few cats, and Adrian Hagen with Cat Connection stepped up for a few cats, and they're great rescue groups. Who else? We
Best Friends has helped
us. Oh, Best Friends put out our e-blast, thousands of people, and that has been invaluable to the homes that we're going to find, because we have tons of people, in Portland and in Washington and in Arizona, and we just need time to do home checks and fly them there and all of that. So that's why these short-term fosters are also so important. So we're just really grateful. It really is a team effort.
And really, cooperation is the key in rescue. All groups need to work together. All groups need to support each other. And I think it's really been shown by this rescue.
So these are in the shelter, Avery?
Yeah. These are...
how can we let her die? We can't.
No. Beautiful.
We just can't. Just angels.
Look at those eyes.
And a lot of them are really scared. They just don't know why they're there. They doubled them up, which is at least comforting for the cats, but they're so terrified.
And Avery, tell us about the age ranges.
Well, we actually, right now, we have a few 6-month-olds and some 2-year-olds. Some are 7 or 8. I don't think we have anybody older than about 8. But looking through these pictures, it looks like there's a few that are older, or they're just in bad shape. Like this cat is right here. Looks really matted and in bad condition. But
just to be clear, we believe that some of the cats that are still up at Kern are seniors, and we definitely want people who are compassionate to senior cats, because they need a lot of love. So.
Right.
So we have 25 photos here, and if you notice, there's 2 cats in some photos, which equals the 34 cats.
Right. Beautiful. And they're in a wide open space, and they're, it's very exposed, so they're frightened. It's not even that, they have their ears back, because they're scared. They don't have something where they've been huddling under like they may have at the place they were living. Yeah.
So those are all 34 cats that are still there. And as you can see, there's no kittens. A lot of them have, medical runny eyes, matted, dehydrated. They're going to need, quite a few will need medical care, but I don't believe any of these cats are feral. These are all cats that are just shy and scared, and they just want to be in a home environment.
And just remember that they were dumped at a quote-unquote facility in the Mojave, and they've probably been betrayed multiple times by people. And so I hope with us ends the betrayal, and where they go are their forever homes, and that's what we need, are people to end the betrayal, end the abandonment, commit to them, giving them beautiful lives the rest of their lives, and that's what we're about. And that is advocacy,
I have just gotten a message that people are having trouble asking questions. And I've got one from Megan in Austin, Texas. So, Megan, I'm going to send you an email right now. You can reply back, and then I will get that question answered. Sorry to everyone, evidently on the YouTube, and I'm trying to find that YouTube myself to actually see what's happening. It just may have we're still new. It's like what I'm saying is we're still new at doing this, and it's kind of hard to sometimes find where it is where you need to go to ask the questions, and I'm seeing it on a delay. So I'll wait to see about Megan's question. But for people that have questions, let's say they get this link after we've done this Hangout, what would be the best email for people to send their questions to so we can answer them for them? And we could possibly do a Q&A on Facebook and let people have some questions that way. So do you think we should do a Q&A on Facebook that way, Christy? Or would there be also... In addition, I can probably post it tomorrow, and I'll put your questions down underneath here, and we'll just answer them that way. That would probably...
we'll definitely go back. If people watch this later,
right,
we'll go back and look at the questions and answer them for sure.
Yeah. I think
also go to our website and go to the contact page and send the questions that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, Avery, could they write admin at Stray Cat Alliance?
Yes. You just email admin, ADMIN, at StrayCatAlliance.org if you're interested in fostering or adopting or helping in any way with these cats. You can also go to our website, StrayCatAlliance.org, and under How We Help, there's a foster application, and you can fill that foster application out, and you can just put any cat, 2 cats, 3 cats, whatever it is that you can do, and I'll get right back to you. 5 cats. And really quick, even though this is unrelated, I had a little surprise if we have a second, but I just wanted to bring out Grace because I thought people would want to say hello to Grace.
Grace!
Wait, can you see her?
Surprise visit.
Grace!
So anyway, here's Grace.
She's like, I'm not ready, Mom.
Doing well.
All right, go back to sleep, Grace.
So you know what?
I got sleepy.
I think what I will do, I will post this Google Hangout on Facebook tomorrow. People can, and we will tell people they can put their questions underneath there, and we can answer those questions so everybody can see the answers and the questions. So I think that'll be a great way to keep the conversation going. I know that we are at a place of getting close to the end. I do want to let people know about something that's fun coming up, and that is, Avery, would you be able to do me a favor?
Yes.
And would you be able to go to Tournament of Tales PetPlan and bring that up on your screen if you don't mind?
Sure.
Because you seem to know what you're doing with that, that sort of thing.
I got it.
PetPlan. Click on it, please, and then if you can share what you see on your screen, we want to tell people, for people that remember Momma Marcia recently in Long Beach, where she was kicked and found out on the street, and then she had to go through treatment, and she had babies before, and she's just this great cat that has come about. So if you can make your screen a little larger, you can, okay, so you can scroll down. This is what's going on today, a matchup right now. But what this is, PetPlan, Pet Insurance, has this March Madness, Tournament of Tales, as they call it. And you can scroll down, Avery, to see the, just like in basketball, I guess it is, basketball March Madness.
That's all there is in this page.
I think you can go to, so underneath today's matchups, can you go down a little bit further? It should show the entire screen. Yeah, go on down. So just go a little slow there for a second so people can see what it looks like. So what it's going to be, there's 32 teams, and it's a matchup between 2 teams. If you could scroll down just a little bit to go see, so that people can see the top of it, Avery, and yeah, go down a little bit. I mean, go, well,
The other way.
You go the other way. Sorry.
Right, correct.
Yeah, go up. Okay, so see, it starts out, and I can't really read it. Can you make your screen a little bit bigger, Avery? Is that possible?
As big as it's going.
Okay. So if everybody goes to, what is the link?
It's, I have gopetplan.com /tournament / maybe, is there a way to type it on the screen? You know what? I'll do something really quick and I'll type it.
I have it here on the showcase if people want to see it here on the showcase, but we're going to let people Well, it's taking it. You can't see the screen that I just went to, can you? No. Okay, sorry. I'm losing my hangout here. I've just lost.
I'm going to type it up real quick and share that so everybody can see what the website is. But you still see the website, right? Is Momma Marcia here now?
Yes, yes. On the left-hand side, over in the middle, do you see to the very left? It's got 2 cats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you click that and say, see this matchup, please?
The website, right? Is Momma Marcia here now?
Yeah, there she is, right there. Side, over in the middle, do you see to the very left? It's got 2 cats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you click that and say, see this matchup, please?
The website, right? Is Momma Marcia here now?
Yeah, there she is.
That's her.
We're getting a feedback, Avery.
It's got 2 cats. Oh, yeah.
We're getting a feedback.
And say, see this matchup, please? The website, right? Is Momma Marcia here now?
That's her.
We're getting a feedback, Avery.
It's got 2 cats. Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you please click to read more about Momma Marcia?
That's her.
We're getting a feedback, Avery.
It's got 2 cats.
Okay, great. That feedback was pretty bad. So this tells you all about Momma Marcia's story, and what we're asking is that, Avery, you're going to have to stop sharing because it's too loud, or turn your volume off.
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Avery, if you can turn your volume off. Okay, so what we're going to do is ask that you, and what we're asking you is that this Friday, and it will take place on
We're having technical
the
difficulties.
website. Yeah, I think we have to. Okay, so what we're going to do is ask to have a double broadcast going on. Avery, you're going to have to just stop sharing right now. Thanks. And it will take place on. I don't know what's happening, folks. I think somehow we have an extra voice. Ask to have somebody else turn their volume down. You're going to have to just stop sharing right now. Thanks. And it will take place on. I don't know what's happening, folks.
Oh, it's coming from Christy's house because I see that. I know everybody.
Can you please stop your volume? Stop sharing right now. And it will take place on. I don't know what's happening. Christy, can you mute yourself?
Christy's house because I see that.
It's not me.
Can you just mute yourself, please? Yeah, it was yours. So what we're going to do is ask that on Friday you go to the petplan.com/tournament_of_tails, and then we're going to send something out for you.
Missy, share my screen.
Okay. Here we go. That's the link. And we're going to, I think it's the bottom. Is it dash like that, Avery?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be the page. We're going to ask that you vote for Momma Marcia all day long, and that she's in competition. So it's just one day of voting. You get to vote one time, share it with everybody, and she's up to win $5,000 to help the cats that we serve. So if she gets in that round, she gets in the top 18, then they go to the top 6, and then they go to the playoffs. So a cat won last year, so we're really excited about that. So we really hope that can happen. I'm going to look real quick to see if we have one question, and then I think we'll close off the night because I think we've gone over our time. And so I think that's the last thing. Avery, if you want to go back to the picture of Momma Marcia one last time, you could do that. And then we just thank everybody that has been on this call tonight. Just thank everybody that has helped us so much with what's going on with the Kern rescue, with everything we do at Stray Cat Alliance, with all the recent cat rescues that we've had. It's just been amazing. One cat after another has been ill, so it's been, you know, one thing after another. Then we decided to take on the Kern issue, and then we got our ongoing spay, neuter, TNR, everything. Everybody out there, you are Stray Cat Alliance. We thank you so much for everything you're doing to make Stray Cat Alliance what it is today, to help the cats that we are. Please spread the word. We thank you for doing that. And then look forward to a final post of this on Facebook. You'll be able to ask questions if you weren't. Thank you for those that were so patient to go through our little technical difficulties. And Christy, I'll let you close it out with anything else you may want to say. Oops, your volume has to go on again. And then.
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I just, whoever's out there in space and whoever watches us in the future, thank you for caring about cats. It's really difficult. Cats are really forgotten, and rescue is very big now, but it's really mostly dogs, which is great. Dogs need rescue, and cats need it too, and they are forgotten. And let's get them out of the shadows and make them as important as anything. So thank you for being on the call, and I hope we get to see you soon.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.